I'm Ross, welcome back to the channel. I met up with a friend that I haven't seen since high school at Watches and Whiskey. I noticed that Todd was wearing a Breitling on the wrist. Now, he was gifted his SuperOcean many years ago by his employer slash client, I believe it was. What an incredible gift that was, like holy smokes. All these years, didn't even know he was a watch enthusiast, but an incredible dive watch nonetheless. Now, Breitling is a luxury brand, make no mistake about it. But functional and no-nonsense dive watches like this, all kinds of capability around the water. Let's get a bird's eye view of the Breitling SuperOcean reference A17390, the SteelFish. Now I'll pop the specs up there for you. It's not small, coming in at 44 millimeters with all kinds of polish. It's what Breitling does. They like that blingy stuff sometimes. This video is sponsored by Daily Watch. Check out dailywatch.com for all of your watch, accessory, and storage solution needs. There's all kinds of stuff here, from watch rolls to watch cases to stands and trays, even maintenance supplies. You can get all kinds of different things for your watch enthusiasm journey. Now, I love taking a look at some of the older designs, just to remember where they've come from, because there are all kinds of SuperOceans out there in circulation. Matter of fact, the refresh has just been released. You've got the new Heritage Edition with all kinds of different sizes from 36 to 44. You've got a slimmer profile. You've got the Kelly Slater Special Edition because he's an ambassador for the company. Now, it has a similar look to the older model, but now we have an updated movement as well. The new Breitling B31. Wow. Now the Heritage design is being refreshed from the inside out, so to speak. Has the similar look of the previous releases, but now this is in-house certified movement B31 automatic for Breitling. A few different colors, green, black, blue, right? 36 in green all the way up to a 44 in black and blue. There's also some really nice high luxury models with gold tones as well. This is big news, big news. History in the making for the first three-hand automatic manufactured movement by this company. A built-in, in-house, automatic, super reliable movement. Now it's gone through serious testing too, based on the initial, I believe it's the Sellita SW200. 4 hertz movement, 28,800 vibrations per hour, 78-hour power reserve here with quick set capabilities. This is setting the stage for, the powerhouse movement to head into the future for these three-hand automatic movement designs from Breitling. The original was back in, 2017? So I guess you could say it's been a minute, but also it's nice to see that the company is, looking forward into the future. At first glance, before I get into the SteelFish, my take on the visuals, two things come to mind. One, right, is the lack of maybe just that little accent of the dive inspiration with the numbers on the bezel. Having the bezel operation with no numbers is a little bit difficult. It takes away from that whole diver feel, right? And I get it. It's the Heritage Edition, right? Thinking back to the days of diving aesthetics from, years ago. The date window, although it's down below at the 6, could it have been better if they color matched it to the dial? Comment below, let me know. I want to know what you think. I mean, since it's a Heritage design, I get it. You're stepping away from functional aesthetic with the lack of numbering, but why not match the date wheel so that you can still match that vintage look? Now, it is a Heritage edition, so I get it. More of the dive inspiration and less of the actual function of a diver, because you have the regular SuperOcean to give you all of those types of looks. Thinner profile, right? Just over 11 millimeters. Wow, that's awesome for a dive watch design, right? So yeah, they're leaning towards more of the casual dress. I get that. Now, there's one thing that's definitely a plus, and that's the versatility of the sizes covering the globe here. All the way from 44 down to 36 with options in different colors. Comment below. Let me know what you think of the new Breitling SuperOcean Heritage. And with different options for this bracelet strap. I mean, you've got mesh, you've got the rubber. Like, there's all kinds of things going on here. So kudos to you, Breitling. I appreciate what you're doing here. And not to mention, you have the Kelly Slater editions with the Aloha dial with that tropical foliage pattern there, reminiscent of the Hawaiian culture. I mean, don't get me wrong. This thing is a looker, right? And if you're in for a watch spec like this between $8,000 to $10,000 with a vintage diver inspiration will fill your boots. As a consumer, coming in comparisons, I like anything between 40 to 42, but having the ability for something available for those wide range of smaller wrists at the 36 and the larger wrists way up at the 44, I think that's just great. It's all about providing what you can for your customer base, which is awesome. Now let's get back to the SteelFish. The watch has a steel bezeled number all the way around, 5-minute increments with a loomed primary indicator position. I mean, it's got that unidirectional ratcheting feel, really, really tough and sporty. And tooly, you know what I mean? With the water resistance, it's no surprise because you have a robust watch here that can handle whatever water sources you're throwing at it. And it's got an easy to handle, screw down, robust crown here at the 3 o'clock position. Now the lug's around 22 millimeters. The height's somewhere around 14, 15 millimeters. It could be about 170, 180 grams. It's got lots of heft to it, but the water resistance for this package, 2,000 meters. Wow, a full steel package? Some may argue too much steel, but don't worry. You will have all the toughness you need to tackle whatever you're going to throw at this thing. It's like basically a polished up metal G-Shock. Not that I'm comparing G-Shock to Breitling, ever. This is Todd's daily wear. The steel takes the brunt of the impacts, but the crystal is on point. The sapphire is great, offers good visibility. With its weight, it's not going to be for everyone. My wrists are 7¼ inches. Doesn't fit too bad, but you definitely know it's there. Not to mention, with all that polish, you can see this thing from across the room. The dial is busy. There's so much going on for a diver design. But it's cool. I mean, I have to admit, it looks and feels like a tool watch on your wrist. Large Arabic numbers at the 12, 6, and 9 with the framed out date window at the 3. No Cyclops needed here. Easy to see. Breitling wings in 1884 at the 12. You've got silver framed loomed hour markers around the dial, loomed pencil silver hands with a large seconds hand. And this seconds hand has that square end with the circular loom tip before the red tip at the end, which extends right to the chapter ring. It's pretty sweet. Now down below we have 4 lines of text here. I don't know if that's too many. Maybe you let me know, comment below. We got SuperOcean, you got chronometer certified, automatic, 2,000 meters. Now interestingly enough, we have an inner ring markers of the 24-hour time reading available, and it's finished off with a minute track and 5-minute increment chapter ring around all the way to the PIP, primary indicator position. All of this on top of that black, somewhat textured vinyl looking dial appearance, which acts as a great backdrop and contrasts well with the colors on top. Now, I don't hate it. At the end of the day, you see and tell the time quickly, and that's what's important. That's what you want, next to how it feels on the wrist. Now, Todd's a bigger guy and has a wrist a little bit larger than mine at 7¼ but it's a good wear for him, and although I can, pull it off, it does feel a little bit big. Now, the movement here is the caliber 17 of Breitling, which is basically a modified ETA 2824 base, 42-hour power reserve, 25 joules, automatic hand winding, hacking capable. I mean, yeah, you know what it's all about. The bracelet is strong, but it too polished up real nice. You can see a lot of swirls on it. No big deal. They add character, right? The watch is worn and it's meant to be on the wrist and a tool to help you get through the day, right? 3-link system with push button release closure here. It almost feels like nothing else would do this thing justice. Might just be the watch that you keep this bracelet on, right? Otherwise, maybe a NATO or rubber could fill your boots, but yeah. And often that would lighten the load for you too, so it wouldn't be as heavy. It's your choice. It's up to you though. Now, believe it or not, the thing used to retail for like, what, seven, almost $8,000? And we're talking back from 2010 roughly. So it's almost at the 15-year mark. You're still trending anywhere from $2,500 to $3,500, depending on the market out there somewhere with a reputable resource online. Back in its day, it was available in a light silver cream colored dial as well as the blue and the black. So some are also trending at reputable sites like Chrono24 and things like that. And there's deals to be had. And maybe, just maybe, there isn't quite the demand for this particular watch design anymore. So you could be looking at maybe getting a lower than average quote. Now, overall wear is not bad for me personally. I like the 40 to 42 sweet spot. This one's a little bit larger for my wrists, but I can pull it off. I just wouldn't see it as my everyday carry, but that's just me. Now, it doesn't take away from the fact that it's still a wonderful piece with lots of charm and tool aesthetic, right? It's great. With all that protection and stuff, like honestly, 2,000 meters. Do you know how far that is? A human being's not going down 2,000 meters. We're talking like 66, what is it? How far is the Titanic? The Titanic is 2 miles down. What's that, like 12,500 feet or 3,800 meters? So this watch can basically go halfway down to the Titanic. No person on the planet would ever be that deep unless you're in some sort of heavy-duty submersible with James Cameron. Thanks for coming to the channel. That's the Breitling SuperOcean SteelFish and my first glances at the new SuperOcean Heritage. Hope it's been helpful and stimulating. Listen, I'm Ross. Do all the things. Hit the bell, like what do you got? Like thumbs up. You know, turn notifications on, and you'll be notified when the next video drops. That's my time. See you on the next one.